journey different. I'm not perfect by any means. I've done a lot of wrong in the past, but I learned to live. And one of my things was I was at church and I heard pastor say, "Show me your friend, I'll show you your future."
Yeah.
In the day, I'm not here to please them. I'm here to please God. All right, welcome back to another podcast of The Pressure Effect. I'm Mays, and today I have Jayce Daniels, a good friend of mine from Piedmont, Oklahoma. Today we'll be talking to you guys about adversity, life, God, and a little bit of our journey and our background. Please tune in, if you haven't, to the brand Under Pressure on all social media platforms. Once again, get ready for a show. Ladies and gentlemen, today I got Jayce Daniels. How you doing today?
Good, man. We just got done coaching. We was at the gym. Watching. You was watching RSC, right?
Yeah.
Watching. And I was helping my boy Aaron with his team. Shout out 1x1 Academy. So, none, bro. Great day. You feel me? Ready to. This is late podcast recording, but yeah, we'll get it done.
All right. Well, if y'all didn't know, this is like our first one, and we'll be doing a lot more together. So bear with us on all the effects and everything. But let's get started to this. So tell me about a little bit about your background. I know that you train, you said. So how's that going for you?
Training's been good. It's my first year doing it, or first summer doing it, I guess. And it's been a lot. I've been training and coaching. So like it's different to like have to teach it to people. You feel me? Instead of having to do it. And it's been growing pains, but the group that I'm coaching has made the transition very easy, and even like just the people I train, like they make it very easy as well. So it's been an adjustment for sure. I've had to ask a lot of people how to do certain things, and how do you relate this to this person, or how do you get this message across to this person. And shout out to all my mentors that have helped me through that process. But it's been fun, and like I don't know. I think that's what I'm gonna want to do. Once the ball's done bouncing. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been probably the best summer I've had when it comes to that.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, being around you, I've been in the gym a lot this summer. If y'all didn't know, I play basketball at French University. I'm team captain up there. I'm incoming junior. He plays at Oklahoma Christian. So yeah, man. I see that you're doing a lot of things, and I see that you train natives kids a lot because you're natives yourself.
Yeah.
So what got you into training the native kids? Not only train them, but train them for free.
Yeah. So it's been, I used to live on a reservation out in Cherokee, North Carolina, and I moved out here when I was in middle school. And from middle school to really just this last 2 years, I've kind of been away from that.
Yeah,
Piedmont didn't really have a native language taught to me. There wasn't a lot of native kids around me. I didn't play on no native teams, growing up. I played NAO 1 year, and that's a native tournament. I played that 1 year, my senior year. But besides that, I wasn't really, I guess, in tune with my community. And my uncle, he got the job at Riverside Indian School 2-3 years ago. And so he's been there for about 3 years. And even when he got there, I still wasn't very entwined with it. I never really got, and it wasn't, I just had other stuff going on. And then just this summer, they asked me to coach their girls team, and then from then on it just went to training, and it's kind of like giving back to a community that poured so much into me. Back home, they supported me a lot. I got a lot of support. My support system is based, a lot out of there, with family, cousins, former coaches. So it's kind of a thing of I just want to give back to that community as much as I can, because I feel like I was away from it for so long. And so it I don't know, it helps. Like I said, it helps me just give back to that community that, I don't want to say I deprived from, but I just didn't really, do a lot with it.
Yeah, of course, bro. I ain't gonna lie, me personally, I've been into coaching kids, I kind of fell in love with coaching kids this summer. Man, to me, it's just there's a lot of people out here who coach AAU is here for the money grab. Here for the money, or here to win. Yeah. And I heard you tell me last week actually that you hate losing to coaches who don't know how to coach, who just have talent. Yeah. And for me, it's when I if I coach, if Lord let me get into that profession, my main thing is being yourself, having fun. first thing I teach is adversity. You know, I'm big on adversity myself because like I came from middle high school where we faced a lot of adversity. Mm-hmm. You know, there's time. I mean, probably my senior year, probably there's games where every game I probably played with a new set of people. You know, things happen. You know, but it's just adversity because like on the other side of adversity is success. And my mom did a good job raising me, single mother of 4 boys. I'm the youngest of 4 boys, and she just taught me how to fight, and just not never give up. And when something go wrong, keep going. So that's what I try to instill, younger people. Like my little cousin, he got a chance to be a really, really high caliber player. He just lacks that mentality, that dog mentality. He's the only kid in the family, so that kind of his role. But I'm tough for him because I see his potential. Mm-hmm. So it's like. Like I feel like my calling from God is to give back, is to spread positivity, is to tell people it's okay, keep going. Yeah. So that's why I started like my Under Pressure brand. Yeah. So and that's I mean I just kids need like a big brother, and like I had a lot of mentors, shout out to all my mentors who took care of me. But I feel like my mindset is way above my ears. So it's blessed, man. Just being around the right people, right friends, and church guy, Yeah. But yeah, let's get into this segment of faith. Man, I don't know really a lot about your religion, but I just want to say, bro, God, man, He worked wonders. My life has changed a little personally over the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. Shoot, man, going into freshman year of college, I decommitted from Missouri Valley, dual sport, football, basketball, played there. Coach got let off, whatever, fired, whatever, let off, same thing. But, man, that's when I really kind of like, actually started digging deep in my word because it's like, times was rough. I didn't know, like I was tired of the recruitment process and I just wanted to be somewhere where like, I felt welcome, and I was looking for a place like Millwood, man. Mm-hmm. Millwood changed my life, man. So like I was like, looking for like a family feel, and friends opened up to me, and I just thank God every day for letting me meet my people and friends because it's like those like my brothers, like brotherhood. It's a family for me now, like family for life. I have a good friend named Owen Evans. Man, me and him been friends since my freshman year, and his family took me in, like your own son. Yeah. Now, I call moms, pops, grandpa. I call like my people because like they trusted me and they know like my passion, my calling. Yeah. But yeah, man, how has God worked wonders in your life? In recent or like okay, what is one way you've seen God change your life?
So that's actually a great question because I've talked about it a lot, especially like the last 2 years. I went like 6 years with like not going to church, and it wasn't me. It was me choosing, but like it was just I was focused on other things. Yeah. And like all through high school, I didn't really go to church a lot. I probably went like maybe twice all through high school, and then I went into college freshman year, and I struggled. I didn't play. First time ever not playing in basketball ever. And like that summer, like I was just trying to grasp for something, so like something that could help me, just kind of find a reason why to keep playing. And I went to church, in this spot in Edmond, and that was like really big for me to kind of get my faith back. And so then all sophomore year, that helped me, I started praying a lot more. I started reading my Bible. I went to church every Sunday during my sophomore year, unless we had like a game or something. But I went every Sunday during sophomore year, and then I kind of look at Oklahoma Christian as a spot that grew my faith even more. Yeah. We got to take a mandatory Bible class. Yeah, of course. And that was probably the most. I still have the notebook in my room. That was probably one of the most interesting classes I took because like. It was like, I don't really when I read the Bible, I don't really know what be happening. Yeah, like, the way he taught it was like a way of like now I can see like when I'm reading like I can see what time period this is in or what's going on around and stuff like that. And so that helped me a lot of really just understanding what I'm reading instead of just reading verses and this verse means this and I'm like. That doesn't correlate unless I know what. Trust, man. It helped me like really know what I'm reading. And then, like again, Oklahoma Christian, I wasn't, I only averaged like, I think 10 points coming out of JUCO, like that. I mean, that's not good enough stats for me to get to where I'm at, but I feel like God put me here for a reason to grow my faith in that, and also play basketball.
Yeah.
But I think that was the main reason, and my belief was to help me grow my faith, and it did. And I think that helped me a lot during the season. Early on I didn't get a lot of playing time, and I figured it out, and I played the rest of the second half of the season, and that was another moment where I had to rely on something. You feel me? And that faith that I grew, and that class that was really instrumental to, again, just growing my faith. And whenever I hit rock bottom, that's what I turned to. You feel me? In freshman year, when that happened, I'm not gonna cap, I was going out, like doing everything outside of doing that.
Yeah.
And so this time, whenever that happened, I was able to turn toward my faith, and that's what helped me ultimately stay solid and turn my season around. But no, I think that was a big one. And then, I mean, really just being an Oklahoma Christian in general. Like, I think that there's a reason I'm there.
Yeah.
Outside of basketball, obviously. So, it's and I've never been like a not a faith person, but I've never like really noticed stuff like that until I got here. Like, maybe God was doing something. You feel me? And like people would be like, "Oh, that's God who did that." I'd be like, "That may be just circumstance." This is the first time I've actually been like, okay, like that might, something might be actually cracking off. So
that's good though, man. Because now as you look at it, dude, like you can have all the faith in the world, but if you don't do your part, if you're not living your life according to God and His plan, the faith don't matter. I'll have to learn over time, bro. Like, I pray for stuff. Sometimes I don't get it, but there's a lesson in it. So and I understand that. Like, at high school, there's like my team chaplain was called Pastor T. Yeah. And he took me under his wing to learn God. To the point where before our state championship game, we are at church. The day before, we were at church praying. We were at church just getting the word. Just giving our life to Jesus. And that made one day I was at church and I was sitting there and like it was a message by Pastor Craig at Life Church in Edmond, and it hit me different. So at the end it was like, raise your hand if you want to give your life to Jesus. And I raised my hand, man. And from there it was crazy because like my life changed. I got baptized, and crazy, man. I got baptized with one of my good friends, and then turned around, I was able to baptize my best friend. Yeah. And that changed my life because like I started kind of the trend around surrounding my group of, okay, I'm gonna give my life to Jesus, and then they see how my life changed, they see how I carry myself, and they decided to. My little cousin, probably a month or two after I gave my life to Jesus, he gave his life to Jesus, and kind of was like me seeing that like I have people looking up to me, kind of helped me out big. Man, I would say God is good, man, and God works wonders, and God always delivers. And I think a lot of these kids, in this generation, needs to turn to God, because it's like when you have problems, only God can fix. What are you gonna do now if you lean on like a lot of people like lean on going out and partying, like you said.
That doesn't fit, man. I always tell people when my freshman year, but I almost quit. Like, I was a phone call. Shout out my boy PJ Twa. He taught me out of quitting. I was in my room, I almost quit basketball my freshman year, and I turned to that, going out, doing stuff like that, and I would do that. Next day, I'm still sitting on the bench. That didn't change nothing. Like, I'm still, that made it worse because now I'm slacking in practice.
Yeah, so like for me, like, dude, I've never drank before, never smoked before. My path is straight, and I figured out early that I'm different. Like, believe it or not, like, I'm different. Like, my calling from God is different, and my calling from God, I'm starting to understand that more. That's why I'm starting to publish my faith. I'm starting to get out of my comfort zone. I'm starting to push God more to athletes and everybody, and like my brand, because dude, God can change your life just like this. As long as you're doing your part, God can handle you.
And you can be people think when I say that, like what I was doing my freshman year, like, oh, you shouldn't say, like, that's part of my journey. Like, I did it. You feel me? Like, and I wasn't out here tripping. I wasn't out here. But like I wasn't playing. I was just grasping for something
to
get me out of my feelings, basically. And I mean, that's unfortunately that's what I turned to is hanging out with my friends when I didn't need to. You feel me? Being out before like on a Wednesday night, like why
Yeah,
are you?
why,
And then
yeah.
it was just always something I was grasping for, just because I was trying to get out of the way I was feeling. And so people think like that's not something that I should talk about, or like just be very but like that.
Yeah,
it happened. That's part of my journey.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And everybody's journey different. I'm not perfect by any means. I've done a lot of wrong in the past, but I learned to live. And one of my things was I was at church and I heard pastor say, "Show me your friends, I'll show you your future."
yeah,
People I was hanging around now, they're not around for a reason. God, he separated me. Like I said, I feel like I'm different and my path is different. So, I still love him from distance. But like my path is different, and there's a lot of people who didn't accept or like why I kind of moved around.
mm-hmm.
But in the day, I didn't really care because I know it was my call from God. So in the day, I'm not here to please them. I'm here to please God.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So how do you feel about like a lot of these kids in athletics in high school? Oklahoma, transferring for either like the name, play with their friends, or just to have graphics look cool on social media.
I don't like the graph. I don't know. I'm like kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like expressive about it. I think the commitment poster is stupid. Like, what are you committing to high school for? But I mean,
new generation, bro.
It's stupid. Like, you're committing to high school. Like, I don't know. I think that part is stupid. But like, when it comes to the whole, I don't know. I don't know how to feel because like I've been an athlete, so it is fun to play with your friends. You feel me? It is fun to team up and be on the same team, but also like I've seen some athletes be at a school for half a season, then leave the second half.
Right,
and it's like, what? Like that? I don't understand that part, but I mean, I don't know. I'm in the middle about it because I've been an athlete that wants that.
Yeah.
But like, it's also like you gotta go about it. I don't know.
My thing is, dude, run your own race. By any means, run your own race. Do what you gotta do. But I think a lot of parents should start taking more control over their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And also like hearing your kids out. You know them best, so like what to do.
Yeah.
But man, like college is different, dude. Like if you're not one of them top guys, bro, you go in your freshman year, dude. College is like I thought I was prepared for it, dude. College is different.
Yeah,
but nah, man, like playing with your friends, all that's cool. Trying to go win state. I did it twice. Not to brag or anything, but try to go team win state. That's cool. But in the end of the day, though, you want to school paid for it.
I think I don't know. I don't know. It's I don't know why I said it. I'm in the middle about it. Like I think again the commitment posts are so stupid. Like I hate those. Like why are you committing to a high school that's done? But the like moving schools and doing stuff like that, I get both sides of it. But it's a very weird situation because I don't know how to feel. I feel some type of way, but I don't know which side because I get both sides of it.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Yeah, man, like run your own race. But I'll just say, man, some of y'all out there, y'all just trying to chase the name, and now you look up and you trying to get to college, and it's not working out for you. So and college, like you might be averaging 20, 25 points, but it's bad basketball.
That's how the transfer portal is, though, too. So
Yeah,
it's like,
I just feel like some of this stuff is kind of messing up the kids. But meanwhile, these coaches now recruiting high school kids. They in that transfer portal. They trying to get kids who's already seasoned. They trying to win now.
Yeah.
So it's like and like every year, the coach's job is to recruit over you. So I mean, if you're not getting better, if you focus on other things, then don't complain.
I bet if we had this and you didn't have it, did you?
Yeah.
Like having all this, being able to transfer. And
Nah.
I feel like if I had that when I was in high school, I would feel differently, but I don't. So I don't get it.
So you hate it.
No, I'm being for real. Like if I had that in high school, I'd probably be on the side of like it's fine. But I didn't have it, so from the outside I don't get it. But I bet to these people it makes sense. But I don't agree with the commitment posts. Like the commitment posts, like oh my, I like my head hurts when I see those. Bro, what are you talking about? You committed to a freaking high school, bro. I be talking about that all the time with black people.
Nah, but I'm big on family. You know, I love my family dearly. You know, they help me out a lot.
Yeah.
I might ask them for a little bit too much, you know, and they always come through. But like, you know, like it's my family in there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What motivates you to be better? Like what motivates you to want to get up every morning, go train for 12 hours a day, and still get in the gym, still work out, still like your personal life, have fun with friends? Like what makes you want to get up and go get it? Because for me, honestly, it's my family. It's my mom.
Yeah.
You know, my mom. I said single mother of 4 boys, and I told her like when I make it, she moving in with me, girlfriend, wife or not. But baby, you gotta understand, like it's my mama. You know, she took care of me. You know, she. I mean, not even buying a house will pay her back. You know, there's a lot of things that she done for me that I'm grateful for. So, you know, what motivates you to want to be better, want to go get it, have that hustle mindset, and better yourself?
It's obviously family, but it's also like, I don't know. It's weird because it's like, it's hard to get up every day and do it. You feel me? But
consistent discipline.
I feel like and I still struggle with being able to have a social life, have relationships, friendships, and also still get the work done. And it feels like at times when I'm slacking in one, I'm really doing good in the other.
Yeah.
Like I can't. It's been really, and I still haven't figured out a way to find an equal medium. Because, I get up pretty much every day at 6 a.m. at least. Whether that is go to the gym or just get up.
Yeah.
Like I just need to get up. I don't need to sleep until 11 o'clock. So at least just get up and go eat breakfast or go lift. If I'm not shooting, I'm lifting. So it's hard, and I think that. Look, I got potentially 1 more year left.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, overseas is still an option, but like just saying, like 1 year guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because overseas isn't guaranteed. So 1 year, maybe 2. I don't know. We'll see. But 1 year for sure. And so it's like, why not? I've been doing it for 14 years, 15 years playing basketball. Like, why not just finish it out the
right
right
there
way?
in front of you.
I want to be able to comfortably say that I did everything I could to be successful, because I don't want to live with regret.
Yeah.
I've had people in my life who have lived with regret before because of sports. Like they just didn't work as hard, or they made it and then
Stop working.
Yeah. I don't want to have that regret, because I've seen how hard and how much it affects people. And so right now I can comfortably say if I quit basketball, I have done everything I could to be as successful as I can. And so that's the main gist of it. Then obviously family, like I want to help them out as much as possible, but that's the main part, is just being able to not have any regret for it, because it's hard. Man. Like I hate getting up in the morning. I hate having to watch what I eat. I slack at watching what I eat. I hate that. I hate having to get in the bed. Like I hate being sore. I hate all of it. But I know that's what I have to do to be successful. And so
man.
I suck it up and I suck it up.
Hey, like it's all gonna work, bro. It's all gonna pay off, bro. Like it's not supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be easy. But you train yourself to be disciplined. You're gonna see changes, man. Like for me, like I've been training, all my life. High school, I was always up at 5:30 in the morning. Gym open at 5:30. I'm there at 5:30. Yeah. Go to school at 8. I'm working out before and after. So for me, it's like, dude, it's right. Everything I want is right in front of my face. Mm-hmm. It's up to me to go get it. It's up to me to reach my hand and go grab everything I want. All my goals right here in my face. I learned that nothing is impossible. Dude, I've seen things wild that I prayed for and I worked for, and it came to light. Mm-hmm. Man, like I said, I just brought my first car yesterday, man. Shout out to my mom, shout out to Sprowski, but bro, that's what I've been dreaming for a while. Like for me, like I'm like, I was able to get the car bought for me. I was able to have a car hanging down, like even though like I was using family's cars. Man, that was something I really truly wanted of mine, goal of mine. And I told my best friend, I was like I said, dude, this summer I'm buying me a car. He was like, he kind of challenged me, that's kind of he challenged me. I'm like, dude, watch. And man, seeing me getting in that car, drive off that lot, dude, man, it's just like, dude, I worked my butt off. I prayed for it. But also it's like, now what? Now that's one goal reached. Now I have a million more. So yeah, man, that's for me, man. That's what motivates me, man. I got goals. I want to live like a life. I want to make sure my mom, my family's straight. So I gotta do my part, you know. And like I said, bro, my calling from God is different, dude. I feel like, man, God is using me in ways I've never imagined before. Yeah. Never imagined. And I'm blessed. So yeah, man. So what is like one thing that you would tell your younger self or just kids in these generations in athletics? Like, what is one thing that you would? What's one advice that you would share for kids in our generation?
I mean, I tell the kids I train and like the girls that I'm coaching this summer, like, if you want what you're saying you want, like, you have to like do it. You feel me? Yeah. Like, I tell them all the time, like, when it comes to like eating better or showing up to workouts on time or working on this, working on that, watching film, like, yeah, I get you're in high school. I get, you're 16, 17 years old, but you got to establish those things now. Because I wish the stuff I be telling, those girls that I coach, I wish I was doing it in high school. Because it would have put me so much ahead of everybody else, but I wasn't. And it's partly because I didn't know that stuff. Yeah. I didn't have anybody really telling me that. Or if they were telling me, I was being a high school kid, not listening to them, whatever, you don't know what you're talking about. I have that mentality. Or that's really it. Yeah, that's really the only reason I wasn't doing it is because I have that mentality of, man, you don't know what you're talking about. But that's why I hone in on it so much, because I want them to do that stuff. Because, man, I mean, you've seen them play. Like
it was good. Yeah,
like college athletes, no question about it. But it's now you got to start. Now we know you're a college athlete. You ain't got to prove it to nobody. Now you got to start doing the things that are required of an athlete. Show up to practice on time. Go to bed early. Stretch. Lift. Feel me? Eat better. And I still struggle with eating better. Like, that's the hardest thing to do. But bro, it's hard for a reason. That's why not a lot of people play college sports. A lot of people don't go to school for sports because it's hard. It's not easy. And so the biggest thing is if you do want what you're saying you want, you have to show it to me. You feel me? And I sound like an old head when I say that, but it's like that's what you gotta do. And so and I think they get it. At first I didn't want to come off to them as like, he's just yelling, he's just grouchy trying to. No, like, these are things that I wish I was being told at your age and was listening to. Yeah. You feel me? So I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying, because I'm being for real. Like, I want y'all to have as much ahead of the game as y'all can. So that's it, really. Just if you're trying to do what you said, because everybody can say it, bro. I'll never forget this story. My stepdad, Marquise, I used to always talk about going to the NBA this, NBA that, and he used to get on me like, man, if you're going to the NBA, like, why are you sitting here, watching TV? And I used to be like, man, you're hating. And I took it the wrong way. So it's stuff like that. Like, if you're going to sit up here and say you're going to do these things, like, you have to actually do it and the younger you do it, the better, more advanced. Yeah.
Man, for me, I'll say keep going. Man, life is gonna come and go. Life is going to life. Life's going to happen. But as an athlete, dude, you're already one of a kind. Like, you already are. Stand out like of the crowd because you're an athlete, man. So like, adversity hits, man, but you gotta keep going. Mm-hmm. As a young athlete, dude, growing up in generation, especially trying to get to college, dude, there's a lot of you're kind of under the radar, and it's, like, you're kind of like behind a little bit, just because the new rules and all that. So, man, my advice to you guys is watch your friends, man. Watch who you surround yourself with, because that's what you're going to become. Listen to your coach. Be coachable, because a player can have a talent in the world, but if they're not coachable or likable as a teammate, or being a good teammate, being a leader, you're not gonna get nowhere in life. As me, I'm not very skilled, whatever, but one thing I'm a great leader. Mm-hmm. And if you can talk, if you can listen, if you can communicate, if you can just be like, be there for your teammates, dude, you'll have a long career, a long career. So yeah, my advice is just keep going, dude. On the other side of adversity is success, and never give up. Don't let one coach, parent, friend, teammate, anybody ruin your dream of what you want to be, dude. You can become anything you want to be, and but if you gotta have your mind on.